turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in. Breaking in. Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a home.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
Latavius Murray grew up 150 miles from Jacksonville, and he played like he was back in his home state in Week 7. 2 touchdowns on the ground.
Nothing like that good home cooking and that hometown support, is there? And Latavius Murray, he'd also missed some time with an injury. So, you know, he was eager to be back on the field, and it showed against the Jaguars.
He's from Titusville, Florida. Played his college ball at Central Florida, didn't he?
UCF. He's a Knight.
All right, here we go. 588. Hey, we're going to rally.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Jackson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hello, baby. Alert. Alert. All right, here we go. Red.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he bowls over him. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about to slow him down before he truly gets started.
Here we go. 588. We're going to rally. Rally.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flush to his right. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Hello, baby. Alert. Alert. Here we go. Red.
Here's the option going right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Hello, baby. Alert. Alert. We ready? Red 18.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest, because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. They run with Murray. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Robert Alford is another corner who has a lot of versatility. He can go out and cover the tallest wide receivers and work inside against the shifty slot receivers.
Here
And here now it's second and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
Now Ryan on second down. Caught left side, Williams. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. On 3rd down, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Defense showing blitz. Now Ryan on first down. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Ryan, and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Ryan. So under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This one from 48 yards away. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you see a base 3-4 team that attacks and moves similar to what we just saw in that play and spills running plays, I often think back to the Giants, the New York Giants of the early 90s. That was one of the best attacking 3-4 teams that you saw, mainly because they had 4 tremendous linebackers.
And the back goes into motion.
Zebra! Hey, we go rally!
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This is taken at the 15. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Freeman, just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now Ryan on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's hauled in by Hardy. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, here we go.
In motion, left goes Crabtree. Carr now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. That incompletion gives us a second to talk about the NFC East, which we've discussed the last couple weeks. But, gosh, every team in that division is above 500 right now.
And did anyone really expect Dallas to be 5-1 now?
No.
Even if Tony Romo had been healthy, right? Starting the year made people skeptical. They're 5-1. Dak Prescott steering that ship. Washington won the division last year. They're still at 4-3, and they beat Philadelphia, who's 4-2. I can't wait for this Dallas-Philadelphia game on Sunday night. That ought to be a good one.
This is Murray. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Halfback sent in motion. From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Ryan. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Hey, while we have a second, let's get that interesting stat that our crew dug up for 4-3 versus 3-4 teams. 48% of teams that start out 4-3 make the playoffs. Just 17% of 3-4 squads.
That's almost daunting, isn't it? But let's take a quick look at it with the teams that are 4-3 and 3-4. So if you're 4-3, some teams that I'm really keeping an eye on towards making a playoff drive, Pittsburgh. When they get Big Ben back, look out. They're extremely dangerous. And another one may surprise you, the Detroit Lions. They've won their last 3 in exciting fashion, and Matt Stafford's playing really, really well. At the 3 and 4 teams, San Diego. They were so snake bit early. Now they've won 2 in a row. Keep a strong eye out for them. And last but not least, Cincinnati. They know how to win. It's time for them to crank things up. They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
There he goes, right side. The 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Murray the lone setback. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Hey, we go rally. Rally. Oh, baby, alert. Alert. Right, here we go. Baby, alert. Wide 88. Wide 88. Baby, alert. Alert. Zebra. Zebra. Hold on, baby, alert. Alert. Hold on, baby, alert.
And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
Zebra. Zebra. We ready? Wide. Hey, we go rally. Rally.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. Murray. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Hey, we go rally. Rally.
Carr now on third and goal. He's got time in the pocket. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jonathan Babineau in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The slot man in motion right. Now Carr on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Carry on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Carr now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
first down. It's Carr. A dump underneath to Jones. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
All right, here we go. Red,
now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
here we go. Red 18. Red.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And he's got this one down to the 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal to go now. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Hey, we go rally. Rally. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Carr will look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. To throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, how about that?
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out.
Murray fighting, lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They go back to Murray on first down. And this time, he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Keenum's Rams going up against Bortles' Jaguars. With that, let's send you upstate to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. We're standing by our two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They come up in an offset eye. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And we introduce you to these starters now. And Tavon Austin, a man who really doesn't need any introduction anymore in this league.
He did it all when he was at the University of West Virginia. Played wide receiver, slot, returned kicks, even lined up at tailback and ran for over 300 yards. All of those talents will be on display in this game.
Here's Keenum now on second down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be third down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Jonathan Cyprien didn't have a big name coming into the league, but people know who he is now. A very fast center fielder of a safety.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Throwing on third down, Keenum toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Unfortunately for Gurley, the sophomore slump continues. Over in London, 15 carries, 57 yards, and again, no touchdowns.
And when I talk to scouts who evaluate his game, they still believe he's one of the best runners in the NFL. But it's a combination of two things that they're saying. Number one, when he has a chance, he's not making enough people miss. And number two, he's getting hit a lot in the backfield just as he gets the handoff.
He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And it's third and short.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket. But that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He juked him. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Gurley again here on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw on second down is Keenum. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
The Rams targeted Tavon Austin 15 times against the Giants, and I think that's the right strategy for them. Remember, they moved up in the draft when they went and got him. You've got to find creative ways to get him the football.
Yeah, 15 targets, as you said, resulted in a career-high 10 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown for Austin. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play clock winding down. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tavon Austin. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, 52 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because there's such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Another carry now for Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Keenum to throw on second down. He has Britt over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They run. It's Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Keenum going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Underneath, Ivory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles out to his left. And he's got room. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Jags a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Bortles. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just 5 carries in Week 7 for Ivory in that loss. And, Yeldon only had 6 carries, but maybe that's a product of them getting behind early.
I think you're right. And once they got down, they decided to rely on Blake Bortles throwing the ball downfield. Those guys, 11 combined carries, they need more touches than that if Jacksonville wants to get back in balance on offense.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. We got a quick second here. I want to talk about the NFL Defensive Player of the Year candidates.
There we go. Former DB going defensive. Who you got, partner?
How about Von Miller in Denver, of course. Yep. Marcus Peters in Kansas City. They're not even throwing in his area right now. A ticket in Minnesota. Harrison Smith, the safety, and Eric Kendricks, the linebacker.
And then even though he doesn't have the numbers this year, he's being doubled a lot. How about Aaron Donald of L.A.?
Yeah, he might be the best one there is. He's getting tripled a lot, too. But here's one for you. Lorenzo Alexander, outside linebacker, Buffalo, having a career year.
Leads the NFL, 9 sacks. Now Gurley. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
It's complete to Britt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50+. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Bortles to throw on second down. Lee's got it over the middle. 23 yards on the play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Bortles now on first down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree. agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go.
Keenum to throw on second down. Surveying the field. He'll rifle. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Lance Kendricks, 37 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And he's brought down. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Another pistol look here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 38.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Bortles now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles finding time. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. 3 on 3. Motion, motion, motion. Leopard. Leopard.
On third and long, it's Keenum. Looking for Austin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Dan Skuta from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The one running back is Gurley. Play fake to Gurley. Now Keenum. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, a 22.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They fake the give to Gurley. Now Keenum. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Brett. Intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now out come the Jags. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll try and run this with Austin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action to Gurley. Now Keenum. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 23 yards on the play. The one running back is Gurley. Keenum now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second and just 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So now it's first and goal. They'll try to run with Ivory. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. On the ground, Ivory. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Ivory with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, here's Keenum. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Here we go.
Third and long, it's Keenum. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Jaguars getting set to go. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an offset eye.
Black 58, right? Black 58.
On first down. This is Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. He's got time in the pocket, and he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Keenum. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Ready, green 39. Green, ace.
And this play will be and the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it.
Keenum to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now Keenum, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need no R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup.